So we still have, all right. Was checking our waiting room. Welcome, everyone. All right, that's very exciting. Everybody's on a call, on a video from States, from Korea. Is anybody here from any other country? This summer we'll be visiting many, and Korea has been quite popular. Korean programs were one of the most popular at CIE, and today we have Suzanne Crowder and Tina Lee joining us. And I'm in US, I'm in Pennsylvania, and our headquarters are located in Portland, Maine. So I'll be keeping an eye on the chat if you have any questions and helping with the slides. So let us begin. This session is on a recording, so later everybody can look at the beginning if you miss anything. So we are on a call with those of you who would love to come to South Korea to explore the arts programs we have to offer in digital arts, amazing K-pop, and discover Seoul. And also there are some alumni on the program who've been there already, and we recognize familiar faces. All right, Emily, good to have you. If you have any problems, again, drop it in the chat. So, and before we start, how about you will add a number next to your name to show what session you're interested in. 1 is for session 1 and 2 is for session 2. And let me remind you that our sessions start in June I'll tell you exactly when we have our sessions starting, June 18th, and also second session starts in July 9th. I apologize if there's any background noise. It should be over soon. So just type in your name and tell us if you want to start your program in June 18th, or maybe joining us in July 9th. So that's an option for you to do as we move along. And if you're an alum, please mention that too. If you've been on a program, maybe mention which program you've been onto. So use the chart, the link to it, little icon is at the bottom. All right, let me pass it on to Suzanne and Tina now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Suzanne Crowder-Hahn. I'm the director of CIEE in Seoul. I've been with CIEE for 17 years, but I've lived in Korea much longer. I'm originally from South Carolina. I don't know if we have any of you calling in from South Carolina, but that is where I'm from originally. But Korea is now my home. I've lived here a very long time. I first came to Korea as a Peace Corps volunteer and pretty much fell in love with the country and didn't leave. I'll let Tina introduce herself. She's our operations manager. Tina?
안녕하세요. Hi, everyone. I'm Tina Lee. Yeah, I'm the operation manager here in Seoul, and I've been with CIE for 10 years now. And I went to college in New Zealand, and I studied abroad in Hawaii for 1 semester as an exchange student. As you can see, my background, I love K-pop, I love J-Park, I love IU. Wonderful combination, right? And I'm a huge fan of K-pop. So for K-pop fans, please come to Korea and join us for our K-pop program. Thank you.
Now, before we move on, I want to orient you a little bit to where we are in the world and in Korea. As you can see in the map, Korea is on a peninsula that dangles between China and Japan. And Seoul, which is the capital of Korea, you can see kind of in the middle of the peninsula. It's just below the border that separates the peninsula into North and South Korea. As you can see, the country is surrounded by ocean, so the diet consists of lots of fish and other seafood. And Korea is 78% of the country is covered by mountains. So the country is very picturesque and at the same time very hilly. Even Seoul has mountains and hills. So be prepared for lots of walking and hills. Moving on, there are many, many reasons to choose Korea. Of course, one reason is K-pop. You can visit the places pictured in your favorite music videos, and you can also experience the culture that the songs depict. And of course, esports, that's another biggie. If you're interested in esports, Korea is definitely the place to be. Korea has the world's fastest internet, and game rooms are everywhere, and they're super cheap to use. And they have super fast computers, jumbo screens, jumbo monitors, lots of good food. And also some of the best teams are right here in Korea. And then there's the food. Korean food is awesome. And it's not just kimchi. There is a wide variety of meat, vegetables, and dessert dishes. From Korean barbecue to hearty stews to noodles and Korean fried chicken. It's all yummy and it's all very inexpensive. And of course, there's the people. Koreans are very friendly, caring people. They're very warm-hearted, and they'll go out of their way to help you. And there's no better place to learn Korean language, of course, than studying in Korea. Next slide.
Okay, so what's so special about Seoul and what are Seoul's best highlights? There are 5 that are going to be the most relevant for you all. First, there are countless beautiful and interesting places to visit in Seoul. And Seoul is a mix of historical and contemporary. There are beautiful palaces in the center of the city, parks and mountains for hiking and relaxing, and interesting museums. Then on the more exciting contemporary side of things, there are arcades, PC bangs, and norebangs everywhere, and animal cafes where you can play with dogs and cats. And next, Seoul is a great city just to stroll around. In addition, Seoul has some of the best public transportation in the world. It's very efficient and clean and safe, and it's very easy to get anywhere you want to go in the city using public transportation. Lastly, like I said before, Seoul has an awesome mixture of traditional Korean culture and modern pop culture. So for you, K-pop fans and esports fans, Seoul is the best place to be. You could tour a traditional Korean village and have tea in the morning and run into up-and-coming K-pop groups performing around the city or esports tournaments in stadiums at night. Moreover, Seoul is one of the top emerging fashion capitals. Next slide, please.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about what's in the summer abroad program. A typical week includes 15 hours of contents class. That is, you will have a class that meets 2 to 3 hours a day and includes some co-curricular activities related to the subject, whether it's K-pop or esports. And these include such things as guest lectures and field trips. There will also be a class in functional Korean, or as some people like to call it, survival Korean. We will also have a great variety of cultural activities and excursions, which we'll talk about a little later in the presentation. There will also be free time to rest and have fun, do laundry, or just chill and have fun. And there will also be a lot of exciting projects to work on with your peers. So it is a full week, and it's full of lots of fun experiential learning and fun activities. Next slide, please.
In addition to morning classes, we'll offer a variety of daily activities and excursions to help you learn more about Korean culture. For example, we're going to learn about Korean food through street food tours and cooking classes. You're also going to have lots of chances to enjoy Korean chimek culture. So chimek is a combination of chicken, which is pronounced the same in Korean, and mekju, which means beer. But for you all, it's gonna have to be Coke or Sprite instead of beer. So chimek is a big part of casual Korean dining and socializing. So we're gonna take you to the perfect chimek spot with the view of the Han River and sunset. We're also gonna take you on a moonlight tour of Korean Palace, where everyone's gonna get to wear traditional Korean clothes called hanbok. In addition, you'll go see indie concerts and street performances in Hongdae. Moreover, you explore virtual reality parks and themed cafes, such as an animal cafe, escape room, or 2D cafes that makes you feel like you are in a cartoon. And for K-pop fans, you travel to locations featured in K-pop videos. And for esports fans, you travel to esports museums and stadiums as well. Next slide, please.
As you guys all know, Seoul offers 2 program options, K-pop Immersion and gaming and esports industry. Now we're going to talk more specifically about each of these programs, starting with K-pop Immersion. Next slide.
Okay, during the K-pop Immersion program, you'll go see concerts and street performances in Hongdae. This will be a great opportunity to learn more about various types of Korean music and meet interesting musicians and performers. Moreover, you'll meet K-pop artists and trainees who are in training to become next K-pop stars, and you'll have a chance to talk with them and do random dance play with them. And you'll also get to meet producers who write K-pop songs and learn about what goes on behind the scenes of K-pop production. In addition, you learn about traditional Korean music and learn how to play traditional Korean musical instruments. And furthermore, we will visit YGX Dance Studio and learn about K-pop dance moves from YG K-pop backup dancers and choreographers. You travel to locations featured in K-pop videos and enjoy meals at a restaurant run by K-pop stars. And you also have a chance to make your own K-pop music video. And finally, your soulmates will be your local fans while you're here and will show you other hidden gems of the city around the city. And these are just some examples of the things that you'll be doing while you're here. So, but I promise that there are lots more fun activities and surprises waiting for you. Next slide, please.
Just a minute before we move on, if we could go back to the K-pop. I think this would be a good time for Gifty, our alumni from last summer's K-pop, to just say a few words about the K-pop program. Gifty?
Hi everyone, my name is Gifty and I went to the K-pop immersion program. So after this program, I was really excited because I got to like express myself, and also I think South Korea was the best moment in my life because I had lots of fun, and also I kind of developed a sense of independence. So like because I had this connections with my friends, and also I had like this protection from people, and also I was able to share my ideas, and I got different perspectives of life through the people I associated with. Yeah, so in all, I'll just say it was really fun because me myself, I thought I was an introvert person, but after this program, I was like, no, I'm not meant to stay inside every day. Because like after I explored myself, I was so excited, and I still want to go to other programs because I was really excited about this program.
Thanks, Gifty.
Thank you, Gifty.
Next slide. Okay, I want to tell you a little bit about our gaming and esports industry program. CIEE has teamed up with the esports organization Jinji. Jinji provides the curriculum and content for our esports contents class and the co-curricular activities for esports. Some of your classes will be taught in a university classroom at Yonsei University, and others will be taught in a PC cafe, which we call PC Bang in Korea. And some of your classes will be taught at the Jinji headquarters, which you can see on the screen. You'll learn about the gaming and esports industry from the inside out, and you'll have a chance to meet gamers and attend tournaments, and you and your peers will have a chance to plan and execute an actual esports event. And just like for the K-pop program, we also have programs for the esports program to help you learn more about Korean culture. You'll visit various cultural and historic sites, both in Seoul and elsewhere. For example, Cheonju, a city that's south of Seoul. You'll have a chance to cook Korean food, to learn some Taekwondo moves, attend an indie music concert, and lots of other things. Some of the activities will be done with local Korean students, our local soulmates, as we call them. You'll have a chance to visit the Han River and have a picnic with them. Tina has already mentioned the Chimek culture, the chicken. You will have a chance to do that with your soulmates. It will be a lot of fun. So that's our gaming and esports industry. Next slide. Before we move on to questions and answers, I just want to remind you that if you finish your application by December 1st, you will be registered for a chance to win a free flight. And if you do your application, start your application through a referral link from a alumni from a study abroad, a CIE study abroad program, Global Navigator program, you can save $200. And if you can't decide which site to travel to this summer, please attend our general info session or our alumni discussion panel, which will be held on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see all the sessions and registration links on the at the ciee.org on fair link that's in this slide. So those are some reminders. We will now go to Q&A, and Giphy will also be available to answer questions. So
also, we have another alumni, Asmita. She's on Zoom meeting too.
well, let us let's have her introduce herself.
Asmita,
Hello. My name is Asmita. I am an alumni from the K-pop Immersion program. I went there for Seoul Session 3. Yeah.
thank you for joining us. It's nice to see you again. Okay, so it's Q&A session. Please, if you have any questions about our K-pop and esports programs, please feel free to ask. You can also type in the group chat.
So we have a question about where do participants stay?
Tina, you want to answer that?
It depends on the session. So students can stay either dorm or hotel, like off campus. But we'll give you more details later.
And the program duration is 3 weeks, correct?
3 weeks, yes, 3 weeks. So each session is 3 weeks.
Could you talk about the dates when sessions start? Do you have 3 sessions or 2 this summer?
We have 2 sessions. Session 1 is June 18th through July 8th. And session 2 is July 9th through July 29th. So each session is 3 weeks.
Okay, the program cost for Korea, let me tell you. So K-pop immersion would be $5,850. And esports, okay, it's under, that's also $5,850. The most updated prices would be on the website. That's also where you're going to see the exact listing of dates and sessions. Program cost does not cover the plane or any passport expenses if you need to update your passport. All other expenses while you are on the program included. That's accommodation, your meals, all the activities. We just suggest to have a little pocket money. Sometimes you would like to go out with a friend for coffee, tea, or have a snack.
Excuse me, hello. What is the age requirement to be admitted into the program?
Any current high schooler can participate. That includes freshman to senior.
Okay, thank you. I saw on the website it said a minimum of 15, but it did also say any high school student. So I just wanted to make sure.
Yes. There is a discount for the second session because you consider to be an alum, you already have your first participant discount. Yes. You can apply using, so if you know alumni, anybody on, you can ask them to send you a link to register. Otherwise, you just follow a link on our website, and I'll share that with you shortly here. So you can apply, for instance, this is any application link you follow on the website. Let's see, let me send you to the program. For instance, this one. So application link is going to be right there.
Also, Gifty shared a link
Oh, Gifty, thank you
for
so
the
much. So you
alumni
do,
referral.
yes, you do want to use her link to get $200 off. So just read the information I sent you, but then use her link to apply. And thank you for sharing,
Also
Gifty.
share.
So also you may know a program leader. It's United States teacher who've been on a program. They also have a referral link, or somebody else who've been there. And we do have scholarships also covering these type of programs, although the majority of scholarships go towards language and culture programs. And these are quite popular ones. They do tend to fill up quickly. Any other questions you can think of?
So just to clarify, is there a scholarship for this program?
So scholarship has qualifications, merit and need is not available for seniors, for example, or non-US citizens or permanent residents. You can apply, but if you are choosing a scholarship option, you select a merit and need, and you select in top 3 choices. So you would put South Korea program number 1, and one of those 3 choices has to be language and culture as a fallback for scholarships. But we do have kids for traveling on scholarships for Korean programs too. And I will also leave you the link every Wednesday from now on. After this virtual fair is over, we're going to be running info sessions where you can drop in and ask questions about any program we're running this summer, and also find details about application process.
I also see a question that says, does the cost cover the plane ticket? No, the cost doesn't cover the plane ticket because that is a separate thing, and CIE doesn't cover that. So after you finish your application and you pay for everything, the plane ticket is up to you to buy. So it doesn't cover that plane ticket.
Yeah, thank you for clarification. And also this year, we're going to be requiring everyone booking with FlightFox. It's a logistics company that does a great job in coordinating flights, finding the best deals, especially when we're using chaperone flights where everybody's traveling from a gateway airport. So we all stay together and arrive on the program in a coordinated way. And also FlightFox would take care of any details in case there's cancellations, overlays, or we have to wait for somebody. And they provide usually enough room between flights and connections. So they've been a reliable partner. So that's why it makes sense to use them this year for everybody.
I also see another question that says, is there going to be accessible transportation for the students throughout the program and the day? So yes, we get transportation from CIE because there is this thing called T-Money, in which they have money in it, and we use the card to swipe in and swipe out anytime we take the bus or probably the subway or train or anything. So yes, CIE is going to cover that transportation and everything.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
We often use chartered buses as well. It depends on the activity and the field trip.
The classes will be held, it depending on where you'll be staying at. So for example, if you're staying at, for example, the Yonsei dorm, and the class will be held on Yonsei campus, but if you're staying off campus, and the classes will be held off campus, we have a classroom.
And the esports, as I already mentioned, some of the classes will be held in a university classroom. Some will be held in PCBang, and some will be held at the Jinji esports headquarters.
Scholarship is it's an application process. It just takes a little time. It's not overly complicated. It includes 3 essay questions, but they're not essay questions you would think for college or anything involved. It's more of a personal character probe. 3 to 4 sentences answer each, and it's a sliding scale that includes considering those questions. Then there's recommendation from the teacher, and we look at the financial documents. So, and a combination of those plus grades it will be a certain percentage of program that's covered. Every year, last year we had 50% of all participants having, they traveled on a scholarship, some form of scholarship. With that, 85 of all scholarships go to language and culture programs. And if you are applying a scholarship, if you have the strong combination of merit and need, then you will be advised to select 3 top choices, and one of them should be language and culture.
Someone sent me a question privately. It says, "Do you know how the commitment fee work?" Can you please answer that, because I don't really know how.
Are you talking about the referral with an alumni link?
No, I don't know what the person meant, but like the person said, "Do you know how the commitment fee works?" So I don't know if it's that $1,000.
Okay, so here's the beautiful part about the scholarship. Once you're filling up applications for scholarships and merit awards are due by January 18th. And by the end of February, you will know what is the percentage of your program cost is covered by scholarship. And you will have 10 days to decide whether you're going to participate or not. So there is no final financial commitment other than $25 application fee for you to wait till the end of February to decide. So there is time if you're applying for scholarship. If you're not interested in scholarship, then it's a roll-in admissions and you get approved within a week or 10 days. There are also merit awards that exclude the need and just based on academic merit. That also close to roll-in admission timeline. There are discounts that you can get from alumni we discussed. There is also, if you're returning on a program, sibling discounts, things like that. And merit in need is a one-time opportunity. It's a one-time award, but everyone can apply for merit only.
For rooms, students will be staying in twin bedrooms, so they will have a roommate. Any other questions?
Right, I think everybody is ready to go on a program. Again, if you have any questions, anything specific to your situation, you can always call this phone number or this email, and you will be connected with the local enrollment coordinator for your state. So you can use just these 2 contact lines. That includes any detail about scholarship application, age requirements, or any travel specifics.
Also, I just wanted to add on to my presentation. Can I just like say another presentation so that, yeah. Okay, so I said, I would like to say that South Korea basically was the best moment in my life because I had lots of fun. And also, as I said before, I developed a sense of independence. And initially, my mom was nervous about me like traveling alone and living alone. But eventually, she was really proud that I went. And through this program, I got to know myself better, and I realized that I would thrive in any pace and environment I found myself in. Additionally, throughout the program, I made new friends, which led me to have different perspectives in life, just like what I said previously. And also, I would like to inform everyone that we need to like explore more and not be reserved, because with this, we will be able to like learn diverse cultures and also, kind of like learn how to associate in different communities. And also it will help you know the definition of who you really are. Yeah. Thank you. So I hope you guys use this opportunity like really well, because this program really helped me and I'm so proud I did it because it has changed me personally.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. And as for the free flight, every application that is submitted by December 1st gets and is entering into the lottery, and there is only one winner.
For the free flight.
Yes.
Any other questions? For us or for our alumni?
I do have a quick question about the language program, but would that be for you guys or another group?
I
Could
can
you
answer a
repeat
question
that?
about language program.
Yeah, if you apply to the language program, do you have to have previous knowledge of the language that you are applying for?
No, the only two languages that we require prior, at least 1 year of high school curriculum for is Spanish and French because they're so prevalent. But you can study Japanese, Arabic, Italian, German from brand new beginner level. And all language programs, even this novice beginner level, qualify for 4 college credits opt-in, and that's only $150 to opt in.
Okay, great, thanks. Is Korean one of those languages?
Let
No,
me
it's not.
So yeah, not this year. This year there's only so-called business, gaming, sports, and K-pop arts section.
Okay, thank you for that.
Japanese is available in the Asia Pacific region.
There seems to be some more questions, maybe?
So it's not necessarily the size of the participants on the session. How many do you usually have in a cohort? Because
Each session is about 34.
And they're broken
for
down
both
into how many
K-pop
groups?
and-
Each per program. But last year we had so K-pop approximately 60 to 70.
And for esports, we
Yeah,
had,
esports.
for each session, we had between 25 and 30 students.
And the bigger cohort is also divided into smaller groups for
Right.
study. So for instance, very popular and big location that's in Barcelona, Spain, they have a lot of participants in one study center, and they divide it into groups of 12 to 16 maximum. A lot of times it depends on the capacity of the study center and accommodations.
Any other questions?
And I'm sure you'll have questions later, just email or call us. And thank you everyone for joining us today. We're not going to disconnect immediately if you have something. So otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day in any time zone you are in right now.
Thank you.
Thank you,
everybody.
and we hope to see you in Seoul.
Yes,
Yes.
next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope to see you.
Thank you, Gifty. Thank you, Asmita.
Bye.
Bye. Yes.
Take care.
You too.
Maybe these people aren't in the room. John, are you
now,
there? Maxiane? Maybe you should de-admit them.
let's see. All right. Okay,
Oh,
I
all
put
right.
them back. I put them back in the waiting room. I didn't want to kind of block them
Yes.
off Zoom.
Yes,
Oh, it was
Okay.
wonderful. I love how you
that was
did
very
slide
fast.
by slide. Yeah, very dynamic.
Well, last time we were online more than an hour. Remember, Tina?
Wow.
Yeah, but this time they didn't actually ask us many questions.
And last time we had lots of parents.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was it specifically devoted to South Korea, or was it part of the Global Navigator Fair too?
I think
No,
South
it was
Korea.
just us.
Yeah.
It was more dedicated event. That's why you had more participants and more interest.
Yeah.
It's one of the most well-attended sessions.
Pardon me?
This is one of the most well-attended sessions. There was a lot of participants because there's usually more people register for the video meeting when they actually show up.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So how
I
many
see.
participants did we have?
We had more than 10, approximately 10, more than 10, right?
Let me see.
I think we should stop the recording, right?
I can stop it now. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you share it, you